everyone, my name is Rachna Pattiwar and I am from a Vidya Bharati Mahavidyalaya Amravati and I am studied in a MSc Math second year, third semester, and my seminar topic is a canonical coordinate and some properties of ordinary canonical transformation. First of all, we see a definition of a canonical coordinate. The transformation of form at of a 2n variables small qi and small pi. I varies from 1 to n to another set of a 2n variables capital Qi and capital Pi. I varies from 1 to n is given by capital Qi equals to capital Qi Hamiltonian small q and t. Similarly, capital Pi equals to capital Pi Hamiltonian small q and t, where q varies from q1 q2 up to qn and p varies from p1 p2 up to pn, is called a canonical transformation. If there exists a transformation Hamiltonian capital K equals to capital K Hamiltonian capital Qi capital Pi and t is a new coordinate with r respectively new position of a coordinate and momenta. Then we see some properties of a ordinary canonical transformation. First one, the canonical transformation is a simultaneous transformation of an independent coordinate and momenta small q and small pi to 1 capital Q and capital Pi as in a Hamiltonian formation. The momenta are also independent variable on the same level as generating coordinate. Thus, the concept of the transformation is widened in a canonical transformation. Second property, in a canonical transformation, the new coordinate is not defined only in term of odd coordinate but also in term of odd momenta. Third property, since in a canonical transformation the new coordinate capital Q and capital P are canonical, capital K in bracket capital Q capital P and T, such that the equation of a motion is a new set in a Hamiltonian form. Capital Qi equals to del K by del Pi and capital Pi equals to minus del K by del Qi. This function K plays the role of the Hamiltonian in a coordinate capital Q and capital P. Then fourth property, since equation 2 is a Hamiltonian equation of motion in a new canonical coordinate capital Q and capital P, hence it must satisfy Hamiltonian principle that can be put in the form del integration of t1 to t2 L dash dt equals to 0, where L dash equals to summation of Pi capital Qi minus K Hamiltonian capital Qi capital Pi and t. At the same time, the old canonical coordinate of convex satisfy a similar principle del integration of t1 to t2 L dt equals to 0, where summation of Pi Qi minus h Hamiltonian small qi small pi and t. Fifth property, the simultaneous validity of equation third and fourth does not mean that the integral in the both expression are equal, but their two integral may be differ by the total time derivative of the function capital F equals to capital F Hamiltonian small qi small pi and t. Thus we can write del integration of t1 to t2 in whole bracket again in small bracket L minus alpha L dash bracket completed minus df by dt whole bracket completed dt equals to 0. Since del integration of t1 to t2 df by dt equals to in bracket df q Hamiltonian small qi small pi and t whole bracket completed t2 to t1 equals to in bracket del f by del qi plus del f by del pi plus del f by del t whole bracket completed t2 to t1 del qi and del qi get cancelled it also get cancelled and it also get cancelled, hence the answer is 0. It follows that L equals to alpha L dash plus del F by del T, that is summation of pi qi small qi minus h equals to alpha in bracket summation of capital Pi and capital Qi minus k bracket completed plus del F by del T, where alpha is a constant. If alpha equals to 1, then the transformation 5 is called ordinary canonical transformation or simply canonical transformation. If alpha is not equals to 1, then the transformation is called extended transformation equation.